Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we have another installment in Help Me Ruin Thanksgiving Dinner. But this one's a little bit different. It's a lot different, actually. This person isn't trying to ruin Thanksgiving dinner. And up until now in this series, all of the questions have been about how to deal with your conservative, Facebook using, Fox News watching, probably racists uncle. You know, this one's about how to deal with your liberal mom. The person is a labor organizer, and they are, to use their term, with a circle, a little more left than their mom. Their mom's a liberal. And they have these conversations where the person's trying to explain that, a lot of liberal policies don't go far enough. And in many ways, they uphold systems that cause a lot of harm for people. And when they start having this conversation, eyes glaze over and they don't get anywhere. It says that when they feel like the only time they get concessions is when mom's just like, okay, and not really actually getting the point. So they're looking for a framing device for both of these situations because they run into the same issue when they're labor organizing. Okay, so there are two methods that I've seen success with on this. One is going to be more useful with the labor organizing, and then the other is more useful for people who don't have a pragmatic basis for it. So we'll start with the labor stuff. People in unions or people who are organized labor or are in that process, they understand negotiation. Frame it that way. Yeah, this position over here, that this left and very, very anti-authoritarian position that I'm advocating, this is the starting point. Because they've seen the compromises year after year with politicians. They know how negotiations work because of dealing with management. So you say that you're going to start here. So they have to come further to meet us. Company wants to give us 12. We need 24. We're going to ask for 36. Same thing. That I've seen work, at least in the sense of getting them to acknowledge and at times even advocate for it. Most times they don't actually believe it, though. Most times it's kind of like saying they want 36 an hour when they know they're going to get 24. But that's fine, because as they repeat those ideas, as they advocate for these other policies, it helps shift that Overton window. Now, the other way, and a way that I have found a little bit more success with, it's an ideal. It's a dream. Okay? People of that ideological bent, if they're realistic, they know it's not happening in our lifetimes, well, at least not mine. It's a long road. So you present it as the ideal, as the dream. This is where we want to get to. We want to get to that world of maximum amount of freedom for the maximum amount of people with the maximum amount of cooperation. Therefore, everybody has the maximum quality of life, right? And you present it as the dream. This is where we want to get to. The thing is, most people like to make dreams a reality. And I have found that is more effective at getting people to actually believe it. They may not advocate for it as much because they see it as a dream. They see it as something to strive towards. But it seems, at least in my experience, that it produces more of a tangible shift in what they actually believe rather than them just starting with it as a place to concede from and to give a little ground from. In the grand scheme of things, both of these are good. That would be my method of attempting to try it, of trying to reach your liberal mom. It's a little different when you're talking about somebody who is in many ways allied with your goal, but they're looking at that pragmatic side of things and what they've seen their entire life, all of the compromise and all of that stuff. So use it. Present it as a negotiation tool. People say utopian today as an insult. Remind them that it's not. We should be striving for that world where everybody gets a fair shake. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.